Let's move to the second biggest player. That's Impala. This used to be one of my favorites in the sector. I'm remembering back to the days that Wayne's talking about in the 2005, 6, 7 period. Really moving very nicely. Mine's also near the Rustenburg area. But of course, they also have some stuff on the eastern limb that's over towards Steelpoort and so on. And they are the largest owner of the most important asset in the Great Dyke area in Zimbabwe. Although, unfortunately, Zimbabwe has been a very tough place to operate, both with regard to indigenization rules as well as some interventions on smelting and so on and so forth. Also fallen far off its perch, I'm sorry to say. Market cap reduced now to a sort of mid-cap range, 32.6 billion rand. Price to earnings ratio also sky high, 517. That's again based in part on a period of loss-making, slender profits, not currently paying any dividends. I don't think any of these guys are.
No.
But Terence Goodlace runs a good operation. They were always more efficient with the way that they kept their head office costs down. They've got fabulous 17 and 21 shaft, which are new, so they can optimize those operations. So it's a nice company, well run.
Look, Impala's got a lot more options open to them. You know, when you read their latest set of results, they can do quite a bit of internal rationalization between their various production facilities. Zimbabwe's caused problems for a long time. It's not just the indigenization. The actual ore body, I don't think is as good as what they anticipated. So you hear often of ore body issues there. And of course, Platinum in the old days, Impala in the old days, was by far the best mine. They had the best ore reserves. They had the best margins. You know, those days they've mined out the really profitable reefs. So there's two reefs. There's Merensky and UG2. And I mean, they had the best quality asset, but they've used up a lot of it. So very similar again, same as Amplat's. Read the financials.
Same looking share chart too.
Same
so
share.
There it is, 240 rands a share all the way down to around 50 now. So that's been a really tough ride, because a lot of people would have been buying it as it kind of
comes down.
fell.
And look, when you look at the demand side, Europe will recover, car sales there will recover. You know, if hydrogen technology starts to going, that's very positive.
That's
for
the fuel cell thing that you've
referred
referred to.
I mean, the fuel cells went to the moon in 1969, but they haven't really taken off since then. But if that does get going, then that is massive. But the problem now, once again, very similar to all commodities, is oversupply. So there's no demand issue, it's a supply issue. Now, platinum might be exacerbated simply because the primary producers can cut back, but the recycling is still growing 10-15% a year, and that's probably, I don't know, at the moment 20% of all new supply is actually recycling.
Speaking of that, isn't that a marginal benefit for Impala? Because remember, their refinery in Springs is the world's largest, and as I understand, quite a lot of the guys that buy the shot old autocats, they take them to PE, people like A1 and so on, they recycle them, they strip out the platinum, then they send it back to Springs to get sort of turned in. But that's, I suppose, just a toll refining business.
That's toll refining, and that's extremely marginal. It really is. So that's not big in their lives. But the same dynamics and the same problems essentially as Anglos.
Okay, good. So my sense then is we're going to go with not hot on this one. Still waiting for a bit more pain before we get excited.
Look, we could be so wrong, because I mean they are at such total, beat up levels. But I can't see the oversupply dissipating.
Okay, going not hot on that one.